All right, welcome back, everybody. We are exploring so many topics this morning, and this morning we are also going to cover the topic of Business of Film Workshop. And with me this morning is Leslie-Ann Wills-Caton, who's the General Manager and Film Commissioner of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Company, also known as Film TT. And we'll see if we can tease some information out of her as well about what she knows about folklore as we tie everything into folklore. And film and folklore can go hand in hand. So let's find out more from Leslie-Ann. Good morning.
Good morning, Carrie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being with us this morning. And you were just saying off camera that you were loving the topic this morning.
Absolutely. I love when I heard about the folklore. It is our culture, it is who we are. And of course, tying into the business of film and creating stories. Like Wendell said, our stories, our characters can rival any Marvel character, any Greek mythology. We have a lot within us that we can share that can go international. So it's a really good start, yeah.
Yeah, because we saw like an animator, when was it? This year or last year? They did like a teaser for Jumbie, right? And I want to see the entire 10 seasons now.
Exactly.
And we have a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago who have the ability to tell stories through film, but they need to tie in the business side as well.
Well, more than that, though, Carrie, I would say that that I really want to applaud the Film TT, the TNT Film Company, for being able to start this initiative where we have an incubator now, because I think a big challenge is taking the time to do it properly. So Leslie-Ann, tell us about this incubator that you guys are doing, from script to screen.
Oh, perfect. So it's a 3-month program. It's in 2 parts. So the first part is a 5-week workshop with Stage 32, which is an international educational platform. They have over 500,000 film industry professionals from all over the world where they can learn and collaborate and network. Now, with the 5 weeks, every week, you will be learning how to create, how to master the short film. And the reason why we're doing the short film format, as we know, with social media is the new normal, where you can create short form content to go viral. Now, once you finish the 5-week program, you have the opportunity to do a 2-minute pitch to be able to win up to $15,000. And you'll be pitching your story idea in front of international industry professionals. So it's a nice way where once you have a film business and you have an idea, you'll be able to now have the opportunity to win money to develop your short form content.
Nice. How much money do they win?
Up to $15,000. And to be honest, we have 3 phases. So you have the second runner-up, which could win $5,000, first runner-up, $10,000, and then the overall prize winner, which is $15,000. So that's a huge incentive. Yeah.
Okay. And this incubator starts from when?
It's June the 10th until August. So the final pitch session is happening in August.
All right. So how do you register and apply and all this?
Yep. So you visit our website, www.filmtt.co.tt. And of course, once you have a registered business, you're a film industry professional. So you should be registered in our production directory. The contribution is $500, and you'll be able to be a part of this script to screen workshop.
Is there like a pre-requirement, where you say, well, okay, if you have this type of story, we're gonna pick you, or is anybody who registered could be a part of it?
Yeah, so when you register, because we're looking at short form content, we're looking at stories that fit within a particular genre. So it should be, of course, friendly to Trinidad and Tobago. You should start thinking of limited characters, because we're within the SOE and within the COVID lockdown, you can now tell stories with 2 persons in a room. You can tell stories with 1 person on a landscape. So we really want to kind of harness you telling either the genre of comedy. Like Wendell said, folklore can also be comedic. You can tell stories about carnival, about our history, our culture. So we're encouraging that type of storytelling, something that's fun, that's engaging with limited characters, of course.
And I guess quickly digestible as well, because you said it's primarily for social media, and people's attention span is a little bit short when it comes to social media.
Correct. I was looking at TikTok recently, and TikTok actually, persons are creating stories and seasons, episodes on TikTok, and they're really, really good. And so we really want to encourage filmmakers to start thinking outside the box and in creating that short form content to make money. So it's a really good opportunity.
How does one go about making money from the short form content? I mean, we know that that with social media is a numbers game, so the more views you get, the more opportunity you have to monetize. But I mean, if we're being realistic, how much opportunity is there to make money off of the short form content besides this workshop, $15,000?
Right. So it's a huge opportunity because, of course, one, what we're seeing with sponsors and companies promoting their product is instead of doing a very basic ad, you could now team up with a film industry professional. And you could now, if you want to promote a particular beverage, a particular, biscuit or whatever the case may be, you could now infuse that into story form content. So that now, as a let's say, the lead character, the protagonist is using this beverage or drinking this beverage every single day. Now, with the corporate community, you can now pay the filmmaker to create that content, to go into social media, and so you have that additional engagement. So you can make money from the development, you could make money from the companies that would sponsor your product. And of course, once your content is good, you will have that audience engagement as well.
I want to find out, Leslie, do we have a culture of product placement in film and movies and that kind of thing where people will pay whatever price just to be able to not to have it like I say, hey, you drink this because I drink this, but like, just it in the shot.
Just subtly, just very subtle. Yeah.
I would be honest, it was stronger a few years ago, but that's something that we're trying to re-engage. So yes, there is a culture of product placement. The last few projects I've worked on, we have been able to get products into the setting. And product placement, it could be as simple as the jersey. There's a print on the jersey that's promoting the brand. It could be a cell. There we go. The character could be using a cell phone, and it could be a signage on the wall. And so what we encourage the corporate community is that when you think of product placement, you can use a variety of form, even in terms of how the characters talk about your product. They could be like, I absolutely love using X without being so obvious that, hi, this is my beverage and you should use this. So we're really being very creative. And so, yes, I would say there is a culture of product placement in Trinidad and Tobago.
And do you think that the corporations, sponsors, and whatnot jumping on board to any meaningful degree to make it something that is very lucrative and very viable, as we have seen in other countries such as the US and whatnot? There are people who are making their money off short form content online through these types of things and living very, very comfortable lives. Do you believe that we can get there in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, you know why I'm saying that? Because when you saw the lockdown happen, a lot of the companies realized we need to actually start telling stories. So you've been seeing companies hiring the film industry professionals to tell stories about their brand. And now you see the company is actually now releasing storytelling content. And that's where there's that shift. And so our film community has been making money working directly with the corporate industry, and that's where it's going. Everyone now realizing we have to tell a story, especially nowadays, to keep the audience engaged.
It's so interesting because that's exactly what we spoke about inside the last hour with Freetown and Associated Brands, because they now come together to do 3 short films for a song.
That's right.
So it's the exact same thing. All right, this is fantastic. Right. I think people should want to be a part of this incubator to be able to have the chance to build their stories out, develop their stories out. And you were saying that they can pitch to international.
Exactly. And so the beauty of the workshop is once you learn the formatting, now you have the opportunity to pitch to international persons who work directly with Hollywood, A-list stars. And what we love about the collaboration is a really nice networking. As you all know, film is networking. And so being a part of that
whole industry,
film, music, art, it's all that networking. And that's the opportunity there. The world has changed. And what we've noticed, even with distributors, and even sales agents, they're no longer the gatekeepers. Everyone wants to be able to hear anyone out because you don't know where the next big idea is coming from. Whether it be Trinidad and Tobago, Africa, China, India, you really want to now listen and have that opportunity to meet and hear these new stories. So,
Leslie, do you think we have the opportunity to get the kind of numbers if we were to just focus on the Caribbean as a diaspora? Or do we need that Hollywood finish? Do we need to go to that particular American market to get the numbers?
No, that's a good question. What I think we can do, because when we look at Extraction, they went to India and they filmed. What they're noticing, even with the Netflix platform, is that they're looking for stories that have that international appeal. Yeah. So when we say the Hollywood finish, it's really understanding the business side of it. What do you need a sales agent for? When do you approach a distribution company? When do you need a manager? And that's where we see the Hollywood, the importance of us understanding who to hire, when to hire in order to create content that sells. And that's the importance of the workshop as well.
All right, guys, so you want to go check it out, filmtt.co.tt/script workshops. Check it out and get more information if you so desire, and you can register as well. So thank you very much, Leslie Willis.
Always a pleasure.
Do enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Leslie is the General Manager of Film Commissioner as well for Trinidad and Tobago Film Company Limited, aka Film TT. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we have more inside in our morning show. Thank you very much, Leslie Ann.
Have a good one.
Always. Thanks, Barry.